Are you lacking a little bit of energy? Do you need a little bit of a boost? Or maybe you just want a tasty beverage? I got you covered. Introducing G Fuel, a sugar-free formula with loads of different flavors to choose from that'll give you a boost. These are a couple of the flavors out of the many that I really like. Now, G Fuel also has a non-caffeine line called Hydration, and these are absolute bangers containing a lot of electrolytes and vitamins. By using code SALT, you can get 20% off your purchase right now. Link in the description of the video. If you miss the salt, it's not my fault. What's up, YouTube? For today's video, with a full Bruxish Team Super Bowser, this one is for you. Now, I'll be using 6 Bruxish with 6 different movesets. I mean, when you look at Bruxish, it needs a kiss, right? It's got absolutely amazing lips. Now, if you want your custom theme team or Pokemon suite, you can check it out at patreon.com/PIMPNITE, or you can become an elite member to the YouTube channel as well for those extra little perks. First battle here of 4, we're going to battle against LSA, and we have a Rabska lead here. Now, this is some sort of theme team too, so if you can guess it, let it below in the comment section. I'd love to hear if you can. What do you think of Bruxish, by the way? I know this is a Pokemon that I don't know, I feel like not many people really like it. Do you like it? Is there a Bruxish lover out there? Let me know in the comment section of the video. And if you want to support the channel, people, hit that like button. Alright, so this first Bruxish set, Bruxish number 5, staying alive, is going to be a Disable Venoshock Poison Fang Super Fang set. Now, I did notice on the special side, it actually learned Venoshock, which is kind of curious. I guess it looks very poisonous-like, but I wanted to see if I could actually get it to activate. Now, the only way I was thinking outside of another Pokemon setting up, say, Toxic Spikes, would me actually poisoning it with Poison Fang. So I've got max speed, max special attack, and I've got Poison Fang to poison it, and then Venoshock for double base power. I've got this one at Timid Nature here. Sorry, Naive Nature, and I've got the item as a Poison Barb there. The ability is going to be Wonder Skin too. Wonder Skin is quite an interesting ability. Matter of fact, I don't know if I've done a Wonder Skin ability team ever. I don't know, maybe a real avid PIMPNITE watcher would know the answer to that one, but I don't even think I've done that. Anyway, Rabska is going to faint there, and actually had Synchronized too, which actually gave me a poison. Next Pokemon is going to be Smoliv, the absolute unit. It's going to fire some brown olives at me, and that is the end of the Bruxish. Unfortunately, I got beaten by a little olive. Now, the Trick Room is worn out there too. Now, the next Pokemon is going to be Bruxish number 2, and this is an Agility, Bite, Astonish, Ice Fang set. So this is all about flinching the opponent here. Now, the Smoliv is going to go for a Endure there. Now, I'm going to go for Agility. This is all based around flinching the opponent, and when you flinch an opponent, you need to be very fast. Now, the ability on this one is Dazzling. Dazzling stops the priority move, so it's pretty nice. And I've got the Bright Powder as the item. So we got the Tickaton go for a fake out there. It's going to try and clap my colorful cheeks. However, it is going to be failing there. So now I'm going to go for Astonish as many times as humanly possible here to try and take up the Tickaton. Tickaton, unfortunately, has the knockoff, and it's going to land taking away my Bright Powder. And it's also going to be taking away probably any chance I can beat this, because I'm going to need to get like a flinch 100 times in a row. Now, Tickaton is going to go for a second knockoff there. I like when it uses knockoff, it just swings its hammer as it spanks you with its hand. But yeah, that's the end of Bruxish, was it number 2? Yeah, Bruxish number 2. Now, this is Bruxish number 4. We got Wave Crash, Aqua Jet, Giga Impact, and Psychic Fangs. This is a choice band set. I've got Wonder Skin on this as well, max attack, Adamant Nature, and a max speed. Now, it's going to outspeed me with a Metronome Smog, and I'm going to go for a Wave Crash and stop hammer time. That's the end of the Tickaton there. So that's half the team gone, which is pretty good. Next Pokemon is going to be the Kamala. It's a shiny one too. So I'm thinking I might get hit by a Sucker Punch, but they probably think that I've got Dazzling Gleam. Sorry, Dazzling, not Dazzling Gleam. They're very similar, right? So I'm going to swap into Bruxish number 1, expecting a Sucker Punch. However, it's going to go for a Sing. So I'm not going to sing for you on the microphone because I can't sing, and you know, when you're watching this video, you hear me sing, you'll probably just instantly leave. So it's going to go for a Stompy Tantrum. I can see what their set is, so Stompy Tantrum is going to get a double base power, and you know, with a low accuracy move like Sing, it's going to definitely be double a lot of the time, but they managed to land that Sing pretty easily. So now I'm going to set the Trick Room up here with the Bruxish number 1. This is a Trick Room, Hydro Pub, Psychic, and Blizzard set. It's fully special. I've got room service as the item as well. So, you know, when you stay at a hotel, you're like, man, I really, really want to order some fish. You get room service and Bruxish is on your plate. Can you imagine that? Like a Bruxish? That'd be absolutely disgusting. Anyway, so the next Pokemon I'm going to bring is Bruxish number 3. I actually really need to take a pee. Now, this is a Calm Mind, Chilling Water, Psyshock, and Rest set. It is pretty bulky. Now, I've got the Chesto Berry as the item, and I've also got Wonder Skin on this as well. Actually, half of this team actually had Wonder Skin, which is interesting. So I've got Max Health and Max Defense. It's a bulky set, and I've got a Bold Nature too. So this is all about getting some Calm Minds up, you know, getting some Special Bulk, making my special attack hit a little bit harder, and I've got Chilling Water there to drop the opponent's attack at the same time. So it's not like a bulky one. I was going to go for the Sleep Talk, but I didn't think running like Psyshock or Chilling Water on its own was a really good idea. I mean, if I had to make a choice, I'd probably run Chilling Water by itself, because at least then I'd be dropping the attack. So now Kamala virtually can't do a lot of damage to me at all. The Trick Room is going to end. They're going to try and go for a Scumbag Ironhead flinch there. I'm going to be waking up here and going for a Chilling Water. That is the end of the Kamala. It fell out of the little tree there. Now, it's got 2 more Pokemon left on the opponent's team, and we got our next Pokemon is Teapot. Now, I was like, I know what to do, right? I'll go for Psyshock, but a miss. So it's a Scumbag Bright Powder set, says me just using it. Anyway, so the Teapot's going to go for a Shell Smash there. Then I was like, man, I know what I need to do, right? I get the Chilling Water, and I'll pour it into the Teapot, you know? Oh, man, the other day, right, I was making myself a cup of tea, and I poured in the water, I put the tea bags in, tiny little bit of milk there, and I was walking to my my room, right? I just spilled the whole thing over my arm, and my arm was literally the temperature of the sun. It was so hot. And then I had to pour it under a tap for like 69 hours to get rid of the heat, man. I was like, it was so hot. I was like, I'm so lucky that I guess there was a bit of milk in there to make it a little bit cooler. Anyway, that was my story for today. Anyway, we got a floating sub here. Now they're trying to get the dub by going for a sub. Now this set is, I guess, is based around maybe Bright Powder and hoping the opponent does miss, and then getting the little strategy go. I just kept going for the Chilling Water over and over again. Looks kind of weird, like this is an honest question here for you as well, just the viewer. Do you like the substitutes being on the floor like always, or do you like how they're, say for example, that was floating? I don't know, it looks a bit funny when it's floating in the sky. I don't know. Anyway, so the next Pokemon to come in here is going to be Mimikyu. Now, Mimikyu has got a little disguise there, and it is going to be busted. Now, Mimikyu is going to have the leftovers as the item too, so I guess it's some sort of like bulky set, and I had it like Shell Smash past to it, and then it uses Hex. I was like, man, that's going to drop Bruxish in one shot. So I've got 2 more Bruxish. Bruxish number 4 is left. Now, what I'm going to do here, I can go for an Aqua Jet because I might get outspeeded because this one was running Adamant. Aqua Jet gets very close, and Willow Miss is going to miss, which is excellent. Now I can go for a Terra Water here. You know what? I don't know why I didn't go for a Terra Water to start with. I couldn't answer that question. I guess I thought maybe I'll Terra my last Bruxish, but I decided to go for the Terra because I knew that, well, yeah, even if it had Shadow Sneak there, I should be able to live that. And then it was kind of lucky too, because I could have had Dazzling on this one. Anyway, the Mimikyu is going to be fainting here. And we got 1 more Pokemon left, which is the Sinistea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some cold water into the teapot, and I'm going to end this battle. I mean, I didn't really pour it into it. I more like just threw it at it. But, you know, same result in there end anyway. Thank you, Ellie Say, for the battle there. And let's get on to battle number 2. Cyclozo was like sleeping in that picture. This is a battle against Wint, and we have a pretty interesting battle here as well. Now, the first Pokemon is going to be Scyther. Oh, this is a good... This is an interesting thing too. I noticed, I have said this in the past, how Pokemon are sitting on, like standing on the ground, but sometimes they're flying. I'm still trying to figure out why and how to make said things happen, or is it just like completely random? Has anyone actually figured that out? I've been doing quite a few tests there because I thought it could be like a fun theme team, you know, like Pokemon that sort of changed, like, you know, Gengar, Scyther, Charizard. There's actually like a lot of them. Anyway, I'm getting swept by a special Scyther, only on PIMPNITE channel, and seriously, this is actually a pretty big threat. So I've got the Trick Room up there, and I've got the room servers. So I don't know whether I can take Scyther out, and Blizzard is gonna miss. I'm like, this is bad. So Scyther's gonna go for a Disrespect Air Slash there, and suddenly a third of my team has just been disintegrated. Now I've got 4 more to go, so I'm going to bring in Bruxish number 4 here. Oh, the first battle I didn't get to show off my Bruxish number 6, but don't worry, it'll be in all the other battles here. So we're going to go for a Terra Water again. I really had to. This is probably one of my best sets on the team here, just to get around any fast Pokemon or Pokemon that are going to wreck me. So I'm going to go for the Wave Crash there. Scyther is going to get wrecked in one shot, which is pretty cool. So that's the end of Scyther, which is not a bad start to the battle there. I've only lost half my team. Now, the next Pokemon is going to be Roaring Moon. I'm going to do a little swapsy here because I've got no idea what sort of set this is going to be. So going to Bruxish number 3, it's a Hyper Beam Roaring Moon with a normal gem as well. So I'm like, oh, my bulky set should be able to live this, and it did. It lived it very, very well. Must have been that max health, right? So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go for a Calm Mind here. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fresh. I know that I can probably live a Hyper Beam because they have used up their normal gem, and I've got a Calm Mind. So here comes Hyper Beam number 2. It does absolutely nothing. And now I can go for Chilling Water. The problem here was it's not like I could do a lot of damage to Roaring Moon either. So I thought, you know what? I'll swap it out and go into another Pokemon. I might be able to use that for, you know, fodder later on. So Roaring Moon is on recharge this turn, and now it's going to go for Hyper Voice. So it's got like two normal moves. So I'm going to go for Agility, and we're going to try and get this scumbag strategy going. So I'm going to be very, very fast. Going for the Ice Fang, and that does pretty good damage. Hoping for like a Freeze Axe. Here comes a Hyper Voice, and my Bright Powder kicked in, which is awesome. Roaring Moon is going to not be doing any more roaring there, which is good. Now, that's 2 Pokemon down, so I'm starting to claw my way back into the battle. Next Pokemon is going to be the Iron Moth, and it's going to have the Boost to Energy. Now, the Quark Drive is going to activate, and that's going to boost its attack stat, so it's a physical set, which is pretty cool. I'm going to go for the Bite there, go for the Flinch. It's going to go for Acrobatics. Bruxish 2 hangs on by the smallest margin of health there, and now it's going to fade to the next one. So interesting, a physical Iron Wings there, pretty cool. Now I've got 3 left, so going to Bruxish number 3. This is the bulky set. I was like, I might be able to get 1 attack off here. I don't know what sort of EVs they're running. Let's see, and it faded. I mean, there really wasn't much I could do with it anyway. So now I'm going to go into Bruxish number 4. This is the Terra Water one. I've gone for the Psychic Fangs, and that is going to be enough to take it out there, which is good. Oh, I forgot to say, this, how could I forget? This one here is a Strong Jaw set. So, yeah, I almost forgot to say that. So one of them was definitely a Strong Jaw set, and it was that one too. So next Pokemon is going to be Cryogonal. I've still got my Bruxish number 4. I can't believe that Cryogonal lived that so well. Like, when you know Cryogonal's defense, it's absolutely garbage. So they tried to go for a scumbag sheer cold there. Thank goodness it did miss. Now, the last Pokemon is going to be Vivian here. It's going for a scummy Sleep Powder, and Bruxish is going to close its beautiful eyes. So I'm sleeping at the moment. I'm hoping I can wake up, and, you know, if I can hit this with an Aqua Jet Terra Water, that's probably going to almost fade it. However, the Vivillon is going to throw up a Substitute here as well. So it's another levitating Substitute Pokemon there. The Gangster Grandma is, you know, dancing in the background there. Look how much fun she's having. It's kind of weird though, like when you do a battle, when it sort of zooms out, there's two exactly the same, like, actually there's 3 exactly the same characters here. I wish they could have done a little bit more of that, you know. So Bruxish is going to get flinched by Air Slash, which is very, very mean there. So now they're going to go for another Air Slash, and Bruxish number 4 is going to be on the floor. So I've got 1 more Pokemon left, and that is my last Bruxish. Now, this Bruxish is a Strong Jaw set. So Strong Jaw boosts the power of bite-based attacks by 1.5, which is pretty cool, except like Bug Bite. That doesn't get boosted, even though it's called Bite. So we got Crunch, Psychic Fangs, Poison Fang, and Sword Dance. Probably one of the better sets on my team here. I've got the item Twisted Spoon, and I've got the EVs as Jolly Nature, Max Attack, and Max Speed there. So the sub is obviously going to be fading here, and I'm worried that I'm going to probably get put to sleep again. So it obviously is going to be Compound Eyes Vivillon. So I'm thinking about this. I'm like, well, I believe I can live yeah, I know that I can definitely have 1 air slash. I don't know about 2 though. So Vivillon is going to be throwing that sub up here again, and I'm going to be snoozing here. And then I woke up instantly, got the Psychic Fangs off, and broke the the sub immediately. I was like, wow, that was really, really lucky. Now, instead of attacking this turn, the Vivillon actually went for a Confused Ray. So I'm like, oh, that's really scummy. So it's Confused Ray and Air Slash with the sub up and Sleep Powder. That's so mean. Anyway, so I've got them chickens flying around my Brux. I'm hoping I can get this attack off. And I did. I landed the Psychic Fangs there. I bit that butterfly, and that is the end of the second battle, which is very, very close. Because I say if I didn't get that that attack there, it was going to use Sleep Powder and put me to sleep, and I definitely would have lost. Next Pokemon battle, this against Angus Burger, and we've got Donald as the lead here. So we've got some sort of theme team here as well, so if you can guess what it is, let me know in the comment section of the video. And if you're enjoying the video so far, if you love the videos, you want to see them more often, make sure you hit that like button there, people. No, drop a comment below, because YouTube does not send the video out if you do not leave a comment and a like. It's just how it is these days, people. So anyway, I'm going to go for a Bruxish with the Trick Room and the Room Service, and we're going to be setting it up. So we've got like this Focus Energy setting with Air Cutter, which is pretty cool. So that's going to be a crit, but this one is max health, so I actually am taking it fairly well. Like normally, like this Air Cutter would have been like, easy, probably, 70% of my health there if I wasn't running Poke. So that is going to be the end of Donald Duck there. Now, the next Pokemon is going to be the Klefki. So I was like, well, let's go for Hydro Pump. This should do some alright damage to it. And it did. It did a little bit over half. Now, the Klefki is going to be eating a berry there. I'm just picturing, like, my Karki's eating a berry. And that's going to go for a Draining Kiss. It's got it. Wow, Bruxish got its first kiss ever. Man, like, I mean, it is a bit of a surprise when you look at Bruxish's lips, right? I mean, question of the day, real talk. Would you give Bruxish a kiss? Yes or no? Let me know in the comment section. You can go into much detail or as little detail as you like. So we're going to go into Bruxish number 4 here. I've got to take these car keys out, right? Now they're going to go for a recycle. It's good to recycle to keep the environment clean. And now it's going to get a berry back. I'm going for the Wave Crash. I don't want to play any games here. I want to get rid of this Klefki like soon as possible. So that's good. Next Pokemon is going to be the Cerulege. Like, well, this has to be some sort of terror that resists me. Like, is it going to be water? Is it going to be grass? Or is it going to be like, I don't know, some way to outspeed me? So we've got the Terra Grass Cerulege in. Now, I was a little bit worried about this for sure because, grass is super effective against my entire team. So I'm going to go for the Wave Crash here. I'm going to water the plant, and that was a thorough watering. Trust me there. Got some good damage. And now they're going to go for a Terra Blast. That's there's no way Bruxish is going to be able to live that. Bruxish isn't like very bulky either, I guess. It's actually, I'd say, real talk, this is like a very, very forgettable Pokemon. I'd say it's probably in the top 10 forgettable Pokemon ever, Like, what do you think? I definitely think it is, right? There might be this one person that's like, yo, PIMPNITE, I actually forgot this Pokemon existed. Like, is someone watching this video that's thinking that? Anyway, so that's going to be the end of the Cerulege. I'm going to go give it a little bite. And I've got 3 more Pokemon left. Next Pokemon is going to be Lucario. I went for Super Fang here because that's all I really had because this is the Poison set, the Poison Fang Venoshock set. And now it's going to go for a Iron Defense. Like, oh, okay. I don't want to let that get too many up there. So what I'm going to do is go for Disable. So we're going to disable that Iron Defense. I do not want to, like, have this thing bulky. It's going to be scary enough as it is being a, Steel type. And it's going to go for a Meteor Mash. Meteor Mash doesn't boost his attack, which is good there. And I live on a smooth 69 health. Now it's going to go for a Copycat. It's going to go for Copycat Super Fang. And it's going to land on my Bruxish. Now, Bruxish is going to go for a Super Fang this turn. And now it's going to go for another Meteor Mash, ending my Bruxish there. I'm glad I didn't have any other moves. Like, imagine if I had like another move there that could like boost a stat or something and then it copied that. Now, Bruxish number 6 is going to slide in real quick. Actually, I got to say this. I don't mind it shiny. I know it's really out there, like the red, yellow, and green. Like, let's put it this way. People are either going to like this or they think it's like going to be absolutely disgusting. I think it's pretty cool, actually. It really quite suits it. So we got the Iron Valiant coming in here. I'm going to swap this out because I'm a little bit scared I may not be able to outspeed this. So it's going to go for a Fury Cutter Sharpness. I'm like, oh,
Wait, not sharpness. That's hacker exposed. It's going to go for Fury Cutter. I'm going to go for the Psyshock here. Now, Psyshock does good damage. Is it a 3-hit KO? No. I need a critical hit. Here comes another Fury Cutter there on Bruxish number 3. I really need a crit to take this out, and it's just going to leave. Oh, so close. Fury Cutter is going to end Bruxish number 3, so I've got 2 more Bruxish left. Now, the last Pokemon, apart from Iron Valiant, I think I was fine with. It was just his Iron Valiant, which was pretty scary. And it's going to take my Bruxish 2 out in one shot. So, that had Bright Belt. I was hoping for it to miss. I've got my last Bruxish number 6. It's like, go, please, let's get this dub, right? I'm going to get this. And then they use Destiny Bond. That's just cruel, right? That's just cruel. So they baited the little fish there, and I'm going to go for Crunch on the Iron Valiant. I was actually going for a Disrespect KO there, and it didn't work out. That was a weird camera angle. That is going to be the end of the Bruxish set. It's going to faint to the Destiny Bond, and that is battle number 3. I've got one more battle here with the full Bruxish team, and let's have a look at it. So this is a battle against Molotov. I think it's been a little while since I've done a 6 Pokemon team. I quite like doing them, actually, because I really like the fact that you get 6 of the same Pokemon and you have to adapt, right, with all 6 with different sets. Now, this is a theme team as well. If you can guess what it is, let me know in the comment section if you can. So we got a Squawk ability. It's going to go for a Torment here. Interesting. I'm going to go for Trick Room. So, I mean, it's not like I'm going to use Trick Room again, so that's pretty good. So Room Service is going to kick in there, dropping my speed by 1 stage. And I went for the Blizzard, and of course it missed. So Squawk ability is going to go for a Hyper Beam, and it's got normal gem. What is it with people running Hyper Beam and normal gem today? So Bruxish is going to be able to live that one. I'm going to fire off my own Hydra Pump here. Almost takes that. It was very close. Since I've got that Trick Room up, I do outspeed, and I can go for Psychic and finish off the, I almost called that Tapu Koko then. Now we got 5 more Pokemon. The next Pokemon is going to be Swordsbuck. So I went for Blizzard, and Atlanta's like, nice. And to top it off, I got a Freeze Axe. I was like, yes, this is awesome. And I was wondering, right, after it thawed out, I was almost thinking on the spot then, I say, how could Swordsbuck get frozen if it's in its winter form? It must be used to prancing and galloping through all that snow and cold weather. That doesn't make any sense to me. And anyway, next Pokemon is going to be Bruxish number 2. We're going to get that agility up because I want to see him get this flinches going. I haven't been very lucky with this set. Now, it's going to go for a Charm here, dropping my attack. I'm like, that'd be right. I can't do much damage anyway. I'm going to go for the Bite, and that's the end of the Swordsbuck. Swordsbuck's got Rocky Helmet. What the heck? So, I don't know what sort of set that was. It was some wacky, bulky set. Next Pokemon is going to be Shinx. It's shiny, it's looking fresh, and I've got -3 in attack. What the heck? So I got to swap out. Like, I'm going to do no damage here. I wouldn't even be able to take, like, a Caterpie. Next Pokemon is going to be my Bruxish 3, and it's going to go for Flare Up. Flare Up doesn't really do much damage to me at all, because I am running this is the bulky defensive set, right? So I was wondering if they've got, like, an electric move or say, actually, I don't really mind if they have one, because I should be able to live this, like, easy. It'll probably be something weak, like, I don't know, like, maybe Thunderfang. So now they're going to go for a Charge. Now, the only bad thing about Charge is it boosts their special defense. So they're going to be a little bit more bulky there. So I have to keep going for a Calm Minds, right? Now they're going to go for a Terra Blast. Like, what? I actually expected that didn't even do any damage. They did like two damage. So I went for a Psyshock here, and it's definitely a bulky Everlight set there. And now it's going to go for the Ice Fang. So, like, maybe they don't even have an electric move. Maybe they've got, like, Terra Electric Terra Blast, but they don't want to Terra their Shinx. I don't know. Like, well, let me think for a second. Charge, Terra Blast, and then you've got Ice Fang. Yeah, I don't even think they've got that move. So that's the end. That's such a weird camera angle with Bruxish. So if you notice, the camera sort of goes on an angle. I'm not sure. I think it's only when I see Bruxish. It's kind of weird. Anyway, so in comes the Pyro here. Pyro is going to go for a Solar Beam. They do have the Power Herb that is going to activate right away, and Bruxish is going to be able to live that one, thanks to all the Calm Minds I got up before. Chilling Water almost takes it out in one shot there. Since I didn't have any special attack investment, it does manage to live. So now they're going to go for a Mud Slap. I guess they couldn't go for Solar Beam or a Fire-type move because that wouldn't have fainted me, so they went for a Scumbag Mud Slap. I guess with Mud Slap, they could have gone for Solar Beam and then hope that I miss on the recharge turn and then taking me out. Next Pokemon is going to be another Pyro. I really have to do that theme, team. I want to do Leo and both the Pyros. I got to do that, team. I really quite like those Pokemon. So we got a Terra Normal Pyro, which is pretty cool. So some sort of normal type move is coming our way, and then you use acrobatics. So like, okay, well, that's probably going to be enough to fake me anyway. So bye-bye Bruxish. Interesting camera angle again, and now they're going to have a Moxie. So this is a little bit bad because it is boosting attack. So going to the Bruxish number 2, I'm going to try and get a bite flinch here. It doesn't happen again, and now they're going to go for a Bulldoze. So it's got acrobatics, Bulldoze. It would have to have some sort of normal type move and then something else. I know, like a coverage move, right? So that's the end of my Bruxish. They got another Moxie. I'm like, I need to fake this real quick, right? So going into Bruxish number 4 here. Going for the Aqua Jet, and this doesn't faint it. Now they're going to go for a Noble Laws. Like, that's good, you know. That's not going to do any damage. So I dropped my attack there. I went for Aqua Jet again because I'm banded, and they lived. You wouldn't read about it. And now they're going to go for Acrobatics. That is the end of Bruxish with a crit, which is, that wasn't very nice. And now they're going to get another Moxie. What's that, like 3 Moxies now? I'm going to go into Bruxish number 5, hopefully staying alive. I went for a Disrespect KO on the Super Fang to pay them back for that, and it didn't work. I was like, it must have been on 2 health instead of 1. It's not often you get to see a move like Super Fang get a KO, so I trolled myself. I tried to troll and I trolled myself. So I'm going to go to Bruxish, the shiny one, and I'm going to finish off Pangea there. Pangea. That's when all the the countries are like all as one, you know, back in the dinosaur period. So now we're going to have a Leo coming in here. I'm going to go for the Terra Bruxish here, and I'm going to go for Terra Psychic. That's what the Terra was on this. And I can go for a Psychic Fangs. It's like, I wonder if this does have a Focus Sash. However, it does not have a Focus Sash, and that is the end of the 4th and final battle. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll be back. We're going to stream tomorrow, next stream. Peace out, people.